Hello, welcome back to another game of the Titans of Arena tournament. I'm only to cast selected games, I guess, and I don't really have much time. But right now, those two teams are playing against each other, and I wanted to take the time and show the players here, because I think Nadir Khan and Cortical were two of the very first sign-ups from the Titans of Arena tournament. And as far as I know, Cortical is like an 1800-1900 deathmatch player, and Nadir Khan apparently playing a lot of Black Forest team games on like 16 to 1700 level. Not sure about that. Maybe he's got another account too. I don't know. And this game we have actually mirror matchup. Both teams choosing Persians and Mongols. For the time being, it's going to be a boom game, so I'm just going to show you. We have Nadir Khan as the Persians here in green. Actually, his map not looking too good because 2 golds and 1 stone forward, the main stone forward and the main gold on the far side but forward. And we can see right now Magicrusher and King Marv talking. We have Magicrusher on the other end. Let's see, Cortical here with the Mongols in yellow, then we have Magicrusher with the Persians and King Marv in blue as the Mongols again. So we're expecting to see, actually, I guess Elite Mangadai would be the standard, and probably Paladins from the Persians player. Maybe some form of siege. There is the possibility to go siege rams, of course, for the Mongols. We could see heavy scorpions in theory, bombard cannons maybe. Hand cannons, pretty unlikely. In this game, it's going to be a little bit different. You can see all the players on the way to Castle Age. Now King Marv and Scogo actually doing the standard thing, going for a few scouts, trying to get map control, probably also trying to get a few relics in. But as I said, it's going to be a little bit of a boom game here. King Marv is up to Castle Age, TC on the main stone, TC on the wood line. We have Nadir Khan up to Castle Age. He's actually going with 1 TC on the main gold, 1 TC on the wood line here, and he's going to add more TCs later on. We have the Magicrusher with the Persians as well, 1 TC on the back on the wood line, 1 TC on the main stone, and quick house coming up, almost getting housed, or was housed actually. And we have 1, 2, 3 TCs for Cortical at this point. You can see on the minimap there is a few monks and scouts and trying to get as many relics in as possible, but nothing major happening. That's why I'm going so fast. You can also see the population villager-wise. Nadir Khan, you can see the Black Forest player name is getting TC number 4 right now, maybe 5 even. I think it's TC number 5. Look at this, there's 1 TC outside on the berries, and that's TC number 5 at least, and he's with 100 villagers at 25 something. That's a really nice boom. Of course, King Marv and Magicrusher with almost 100 villagers and on the way to Imperial Age. And the most interesting part is the unit choice here from Nadir Khan, in my opinion at least. We are going to see the standard variation from King Marv. He's gonna go with the Mongols. Mangadai starting to create already. What Conquerors is done. He is up to Imperial Age. You're gonna see a third castle, second castle. It's the second castle actually coming up for him. A lot of resources on the bank, so he can click Elite Mangadai very soon. Bracer and Gold of Mining coming in, conscription, Petal Arch Armor. Actually interfering a little bit here. That's TC number 6. Nadir Khan, the only who is not on up to Imperial Age yet, but he is actually going with War Elephants. He's starting to create them, going with a few barracks now, a siege workshop coming up to have probably pikemen in. On the other side we have Mangadai, but not elite from Cortical here. They're not going to be elite for quite some time. And actually Magicrusher going with the standard. We are going to see Cavalier here, soon to be Paladin. Nadir Khan, a lot of resources in the bank right now, could actually afford to do Elite War Elephant immediately. Can see he's losing a few villagers here, a little bit of idle time. Cannot take his stone. That's probably the 2 golds here that he cannot take. So he's gonna rely on either getting map control back or going for trade. Not gonna be easy. Cryptation, husbandry, a lot of upgrades coming in, and we're going to see the first major fights here. Cavalier attacking a TC. Of course, Persian TC is not going down so fast, but the Mangadai helping out, and a few trebuchets now coming up. There's 6 war defensive trebuchets starting to hit the wall. Are we going to see rams? There's a double siege workshop coming up forward for King Marv here. Let's switch this point of view. Captain actually coming in and ram production starting, so the Mangadai going in, but there's the war defense and actually heavy scorpion on the way from Nadir Khan. So we are going to see a lot of area damage here, and of course Mangadai from Cortical to help. The war defense, that's 470 HP, and we have 2+4 pierce armor. That means 11 attack, Mengadai soon to be 12. They still need almost 100 arrows to take down a war defense here. Gonna be a little less later on when they have the chemistry done, I guess. The missing chemistry, 8+4 now done. Paladin and heavy camel on the way actually for Magicrusher. So he's preparing an attack on the left-hand side, where Cortical is starting to take his forward goals. We have a few paladins and the camels here already. There is an Xing for, I guess, markets coming up soon. I don't know about that. And we also can see that King Marv is starting to wall up, so he wants to get a safe trade line. A few Hussars moving in to start and raid, but the bigger raiding happening, a big attack happening for King Marv with the elite Mengadai actually fully upgraded, I guess. Moving forward, the castle went down, but another castle coming up, and there is the second castle from Narakan, so it's gonna go with elite war elephants soon. The Mengadai not elite yet, that's a mistake in my opinion. I think Cortical should have been able to actually click elite Mengadai. He has done that now. He's also going for heavy camels here. And now we're going to see a mid to post-Imperial Age fight where the Paladins are actually controlling this middle farm area, and that means trading will be difficult. Mongols player probably needs to put walls here. That would be Cortical. He should put a diagonal wall towards that forest and maybe then start to trade safely, because the goals are forward for both players. There is cap rams moving forward, soon to be siege rams, I guess. No, that's siege rams for Magicrusher actually, and Persian siege rams of course are good. Mongol siege rams even better. There is Mongol siege ram on the field, and a few Onagers elite Mengadai is done against the elite war elephants and heavy scorpions. Big fight coming up. The Onagers will be able to do a lot of damage, and 620 HP war elephants. That's not easy to deal with. You can see they are not dying, or almost not, and they're going to be able to attack a few of those Mengadai, and of course King Marv can go back. On the other side, Paladins moving in against heavy camels from Cortical right now, and elite Mengadai finally done. But chemistry is still missing, I guess. That means they are not fully upgraded. I don't think there's powerful tactics on them. Missing upgrades is very, very bad here in those fights, because you are going to be so much more effective when you have all the upgrades done. Now the Paladins are moving in, and they're actually doing quite some damage. The Mengadai have to run away, and it looks like Magicrusher is gaining more and more ground here. Siege Onager coming in from King Marv, who is sending a big group of elite Mengadai to the other side. They're actually deciding to team up against Cortical here, against the score-wise weaker player at this point, and you can see more upgrades coming in. Game paused. Oh no, what's happening? Damn it, that's not good. Maybe I need to change the mod. I hope it was around here that I stopped. And yes, I chose the Titans of Arena mod, but the players are not playing with it. I think one of them didn't get it to work with. There was some graphics bug or something like that. And as you can see, the elite Mengadai coming in to help, and the Paladins and heavy camels starting to raid here. Doesn't look too good for Cortical. Let's go a little bit faster again. That's actually too slow for my taste. And as you can see, all the action is happening on the left-hand side now. There's minor fights happening on the right-hand side. Elite war elephants are actually doing decent damage against the Mengadai, which King Marv is not microing right now. He's losing quite a few of those, and Onager might go down too. Those war elephants are so tanky. It's just incredible. And the problem for Nadir Khan is now he can take those golds, and he should do that fast, but the problem is they cannot trade, because right now there's a lot of enemy units inside Cortical space, and as you can see, there is siege rams, there is Mengadai, now the war defense trying to help out. There's still Paladins, even Hussars now trying to raid, but Cortical is on 120 population. That's somewhere you don't want to be at 47 minutes into the game, so it looks good for Magicrusher and King Marv. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they're winning this game, because they have a lot of experience on Arena, and it looks like Nadir Khan and Cortical don't really have that experience. I think Cortical said he hasn't played so many random maps, only deathmatch maps usually, and RM is something that he only started to play, so he probably has the speed that he needs to be able to play these games. And once you're in post-Imperial Age, they might have an advantage if they're getting a fully boomed and get a trade running, but Arena is a different map than what most of the deathmatch players are actually playing. Now on the right hand side you can see Magicrusher saying, okay, let's start and attack Nadir Khan a little bit, so Cortical may be able to recover, but at the same time we have the siege ram, double siege ram elite Mengadai here, and Paladins even moving. Trade line looking good here for Magicrusher and King Marv. The castles are going down, the siege rams will be able to take those castles down really fast. And while Narikan still has 146 villagers, he was on 160 plus. They're calling it GG now. They know this is over. They don't have gold actually. No trade. And like this, the first game going to Magicrusher and King Marv. We have seen Elite Mangudai, Elite War Elephants, a lot of Siege Rams, Paladins, Heavy Camos. That's what I want to see in a 2v2 arena game. Even with the two same civilizations, we're getting to see a lot of action and a lot of different unit and army compositions. Hope you enjoyed this one. See ya in whatever next game. GG.